Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here for March 12th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in these markets today. First up, we got our April live cattle on the board. We did see this live cattle market snap back a little bit here today, taking back yesterday's losses. This live cattle market did open up with some selling pressure early today. Offers coming in below 230, driving this thing down there towards 229. Briefly probing that level before the current week's value area saw good buyer support and pushed this market back up there towards 232 at the high of the day. Finishing up right around 231.5. Kind of a 4-day range here after this market has digested this recent volatility after Monday's big gap to the downside. Just trying to clean up some of this leftover inventory and digest some of that recent volatility here. So we're just kind of seeing a 4-day range. Expect to see more selling pressure if we push back up between 232 and 233. D-shaped profile here suggests range conditions, so look for the sellers to step in and keep the selling pressure on up here near the current week's value area highs. We expect to see those sellers keep this market capped up here between 32 and 33 and see these bears try and take this market lower as we head into the weekend. Friday's session is going to be an important one. If the bears want to remain in control here, they want to drive this thing back down towards 228 and bonus points for closes below Monday's low. So anything down here below Monday's low should really open up that selling pressure and drive this live cattle market down here into the 220s. So in the meantime, look for more selling pressure up here as we still have plenty of overhead resistance at our bear pivot and these declining moving averages. We should see that selling pressure step back in here and try and close this week back down there near the lows. So continue to be defensive here while this cattle market is digesting this volatility. Still should see some more selling pressure here before this week is up. So be defensive, be cautious here, and there will be better days to trade this thing. Next up, we got our April feeders on the board. Feeders were a little bit weaker here today. Prices did open up early and see a nice drive down there, briefly probing 340, but we did see a snap back there into the close. Prices coming back up here and continuing to build up a lot of volume between 342 half and 343 half. Just kind of finishing up right around where we closed yesterday, continuing to add some inventory and put some weight on this market. This thing continues to look pretty heavy here, and we should see any offers coming in below 343 tomorrow to continue to put the selling pressure on this feeder market as well. Anything down here below this big volume node that we got here that's being created here late this week should drive this market lower down into the 330s and keep driving these feeder prices lower. Cattle market as a whole, I encourage everyone to remain defensive here while we sort through some of the selling pressure. We could see more downside in before this week is up, and if we do, that should spill over to next week as well. So there will be better days to be a part of this cattle market. In the meantime, let's be defensive and look for more downside here into the end of the week. Next up, our May corn futures on the board. We did see a nice little snap up there above 465 early today, but the bulls just were unable to sustain that move. Seeing this thing kind of settle back down here towards 462 into the close. Seeing some weakness late. Big long wick up here into those probing those range highs. Just typical sign of seeing rejection up here at these range highs. So until we can get a close above 465, we expect to see these range conditions continue. Look for the bears to step in and continue to defend this line here into the end of the week. If they attack today's low at 461, that could open this thing back up and see that selling pressure kick back in and push this thing back down here towards 445 to 450. This market continues to be choppy, but seeing some increased volatility here. Look for this corn market to stay range bound until we can get a close beyond the edges here. Close above 465 and preferably above today's high at 469.5 would open this thing up to some upside into next week. So look for this 465 level to be an important one as we go into the weekend. Next up, oil prices seeing some more upside. Most of those gains were taken last night as we did see a nice early breakout higher above that 89 level there in the Globex session. Prices did rally all the way up there towards about 97 bucks today. So far here in the evening session, we're kind of going both ways, but still trading higher. Bulls continue to be in control here after that big breakout. A lot of volume coming in here late today as well, right around 95. So continuing to see some volatile action here and some wide ranges in this crude oil market. As long as we're trading above $89 right now, we expect to see a little bit more upside. I'm not sure if we're going to go back up here. Technically speaking, this chart is still a mess. We're going to need some more escalation to come back up here and retest that 120 level, but we probably have some more inventory to clean up here on this big range day back here from the 9th of the month. Next stop from here is going to be coming up to test this 100 to 104 range. This is going to be the next little spot. It's a pretty wide range. These markets here, this oil market here has just kind of made a mess with these wide ranges and all this volatility. So just look for some more wide swinging action here in this crude oil market. Not expecting 120 to trade again, barring any sort of escalation over there in Iran. But in the meantime, just expect to see some more wide ranges and the Wild West here in this crude oil market. Next up, equity markets seeing some more downside here today. Prices failing on the S&P down there below those prior day lows and seeing a close below 67.15. Coming right back into the Sunday night opening price here, shy of 6,700. Nasdaq seeing weakness, breaking back down and continuing to put some down pressure here on the bottom end of this range. If we do start to see this 24,150 level start to break, it's kind of a blurry line here. There's a lot of these wicks in this area, but no doubt about it, this is a level here anywhere between 24,000 and 24,250. Look for this market, this level right here to be important as we go into the end of the week. If we do see the Nasdaq continue to put some selling pressure on and break down below these multi-month lows, that could really put some more selling pressure on this market and see more downside. The Dow also seeing some weakness, driving down there into Monday's range, continuing to fail back down there below 47,000. At the moment, these equity markets aren't looking very healthy, continuing to see some volatility and shakiness here. A lot of those mega cap names still seeing pretty mixed signals and mixed results, so not a very healthy environment here at the moment. Be defensive, stay cash heavy right now, and there will be better opportunities to put some money to work. In the meantime, be defensive here and let this market sort out some of this recent volatility and wait for smoother seas some other time before we put some money back to work. So be defensive here. A lot of volatility out there across all these markets, so encourage everyone to be defensive, be cautious here, let this week settle up and set us up for some better opportunities as we head into week 11. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight and throughout this week. This will be the last closing comments for the week as we are off tomorrow with Friday's action. But we will see you over the weekend for our Week 11 Market Watch. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a good night.